Bottom of the 6th in Toronto. Some of Harold's friends on hand.
There you go. Come with the outfit. Love it.
Bautista leads off for the Blue Jays, who trail by a run. Cole Hamels threw 29 pitches in the 3rd inning. Only 10 in the 4th, 10 in the 5th.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that he does. You see Greinke do it a lot. That's a veteran. Understands, okay, my pitch count was up, I had some stress innings. Let me get some quick outs. And how you do that is you put the ball in a place and that they're going to make contact. Keep them in the park. He had to try to strike out guys early. And now he's minimized his pitch count. He's down to 82 pitches, and he's still sitting like he can finish this now.
He's allowed only 3 hits over the first 5 innings. The 1 run scored in the 3rd on a Bautista double.
I'll go back to what Jeff Bannister said about his ace. He gets better as the game goes on. First 3 innings, 258 batting average. Middle 3, 230. And last 3, 186. The numbers back up the manager.
Today, he has retired the last 7 batters he has faced. Retired the Blue Jays in order in the 4th and again in the 5th. Payoff pitch from Hamels. Popped up. Foul territory. 1 out. Our game summary is sponsored by Budweiser. Game 5, series tied at 2. Prince Fielder drove in the first run of the game. Chu with a solo shot in the 3rd. Hamels has been outstanding. Blue Jays have led for only 3 innings at home in this series. Here is Shin-Soo Choo. Took Marcus Stroman deep. Solo shot back in the 3rd. First home run for the Rangers since game 1. The Blue Jays had hit the last 5 home runs prior to that shot by Chu. And Camacho with a drive. We are tied at 2.
Inside one too many times. On 2-2, they were going to go in on Bautista. Cole shook him off and went away, and then he got him pop up 3-2. First pitch inside, and he smoked it. Encarnacion.
His first career postseason home run.
And I loved his reaction after the home run. He knew it was gone the minute he touched it off. Woo!
He's hit 268 home runs during the regular season. Had never played in the postseason prior to this series.
Earlier in the game, I said Hamels had not left the ball over the middle of the plate. He did right there. First pitch fastball.
Blue Jays led all of baseball during the regular season with 232 home runs. They've hit 7 in this series. Encarnacion into the 3rd deck here at Rogers Center. Colabello down on strikes, 2 away.
Well, here's the reaction. As soon as he hits this ball, that's when you know you got one. I mean, when you hit him in the 3rd deck, I guess you can do that. Woo! Ball blister.
No doubter. So Jimenez set up outside.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with those. Cole Hamels came back and he went soft and soft. Call Bella, you know you want to go back to back on him, right?
pressure just keeps coming from this offense. You're out there on a mound. Cole Hamels executing all day long. The one time he makes a mistake in the middle, Blue Jays just do not miss.
I think this is the most difficult offense in the American League to navigate through, because they don't strike out. There's power. A lot of teams have some thunder, but there's strikeouts in that thunder. There's ways to get outs. These guys don't strike out much, and that makes it even more difficult.
A 1-2 to Tulowitzki. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, did that one swing wake this joint up or what? Woo-hoo. Mercy.
Well, now it's really a manager's game, and Aaron Sanchez was throwing in the bullpen like he's coming into this game with the right-handers due up for Texas.
Ties the game at 2 here in the 6th.
Yeah, everybody knew it. Hamels knew it. Encarnacion knew it. We knew it.
It's one of those home runs. If you had your eyes closed, you knew it was a home run.
That was loud. It sounded good, didn't it?
Payoff pitch to Tulowitzki. Strikes out for the 2nd time today. But the Blue Jays have tied Game 5 as Encarnacion takes Hamels deep in the 6th. We head to the 7th in Toronto, tied at 2. 98 pitches in his 2nd start of this series, allowed 2 runs on 6 hits in 6 innings. And now coming out of the bullpen for the 5th time in this series. He's pitched in every game. Began the season in the Blue Jays rotation, made 11 starts. The right-hander Aaron Sanchez.
Love his arm. You talk about nice and easy fluid motion, and boom, boom, jumps on at 96, 97. Look at that, 98. What I mean by easy motion, if you were throwing the ball real easy, it would come slow at you. He just has a nice, easy, and then boom, jumps on you.
Odor 1 for 2.
2 right-handed hitters behind him. Big splits on Sanchez. He's allowed 9 home runs to left-handed hitters, none to right-handers. But just in the last few weeks of the season, he has added a cut fastball to go with that hard sinker.
A 1-1. Now 2 balls, 1 strike.
100 miles an hour.
Triple digits.
I tell you what, I eliminate anything off speed with this guy. You can't even think about it.
Odor with a base hit into left field. So the Rangers have the leadoff man on in the 7th in a tie game.
What? That's why you got to have movement, man. You can't, no matter how hard you're throwing, it's hard to throw a fastball by a big leaguer that can hit a fastball. This is about 98 to 100, same thing. He just smokes it to left. Pretty hitting.
2nd hit of the game for Odor. Here's the number 9 hitter, Jimenez.
He does have 4 sacrifice hits this season.
Infield hit back in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd. Donaldson in at 3rd, creeping even closer as Jimenez lays down the bunt. Sanchez to 1st, so Jimenez does his job, moves Odor to 2nd. Rangers have a runner in scoring position.
About this play by Ryan Goins. Look at his position He's like Dustin Pedroia 2.0, where he'll jump before the ball as the ball's being thrown to the plate. Save a run, and then the run ties the game by Encarnacion. Defense, offense. It's almost like a tennis player returning serve. Jumps up in the air, lands on the balls of his feet. Every pitch.
StatCast powered by Amazon Web Services. Ball 1-2 to Shields. Rangers 0 for 4 today with runners in scoring position.
Well, because of the Shields speed and Odor's speed, you force the middle infielders to pinch a little bit, and it opens up a ground ball to shoot through.
Here's Donaldson charging. Barrington makes the play.
Wow, what a play. That was beautiful. This ball actually kicks behind him. Watch the dexterity and ability to adjust. This ball's going to bounce. It's going to kick back on him. He reaches back, gets it, and continues on one throw with a full hand and guns him out.
Wow.
This is a big play. That ball kicked back on him, and he made a great adjustment. Full speed on the run. I mean, that's impressive.
Another tremendous defensive play. So now Odor is at third with 2 outs. Chu at the plate. Took Stroman deep in the third. 0 for 3 lifetime against Sanchez. Downstairs to Ken Rosenthal. Ken.
Guys, the Blue Jays were very disappointed in their defense the first 2 games here. They thought it really cost them, and that's been uncharacteristic of them since the Tulo trade. Their defense has gotten much better, and what we've seen today is much more along the lines of what was going on since July 31st.
Let's remember, too, no left-handed reliever available for John Gibbons. David Price, not available. Brett Cecil, injured. Aaron Luke, not available.
Fouled off to the right side, 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's a great point, Tom, because now you would probably have seen a left-hander with the 2 lefties coming up. You got Chu and then Prince Fielder back to back. I think you got to bring another about 98 or 100 and go up with it and see if Chu can catch up to it. Russell Hart's thinking the same thing. Look at this. Ball's dead.
Dead ball. The ball actually hit Chu's bat as Martin went to throw it back to the pitcher.
Why is it dead? Why is it dead? That ball's alive.
Well, Dale Scott signaled immediately.
That ball's alive.
Unless he thought that Chu crossed over the plate.
No, what Chu's doing, just getting ready. He's just getting ready to hit again. He's just standing there getting ready to hit. Watch this. He's getting himself ready to hit. And that's just a throwback and a hit the bat. That's not Chu's fault. That is not interference. That's the same motion he does that every at bat. So that's. Now, remember, Jeff Bannister's a catcher, and he's going to call him in. I'm telling you, that's. And the other part about this, the run scored. Odor came in and touched the plate. That's so important because if they come back and rule that ball's live, then that run has to count.
Dale Scott called it so quickly. My first reaction was that Chu did step across the plate, but clearly he did not. He was in his normal finish position.
This is a tough one right here. Now, the interesting thing here is you got two catchers that are managers. All right. And this is,
you see clearly,
I mean,
Chu was in the batter's box.
Look, it's no different. In my mind, I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am here. It's no different than if Russell Martin throws the ball down and the pitcher hits off the glove and he drops it. Or if he threw it and it hit off the back of his bat, he's got to score.
And here he scores.
That's a run score.
I think that's the right call.
I do too. It's incidental contact. And it's no different than if he threw the ball any other place. He just happened to hit the bat, and Chu did not intentionally interfere. And they are going crazy throwing everything in this place.
Well, it is the right call. Rule 6.03 in the rule book.
They got to get the players off the field. They're throwing beer cans, bottles, and everything on the field.
If the batter interferes with the catcher's fielding or throwing by stepping out of the batter's box or making any other movement that hinders the catcher's play at home plate, the batter is ruled out, but that was not the case. He was in the batter's box, as you guys said.
That's clearly the difference. I think it's the right call. And this is just an ugly scene right here from fans who have just made this place a tremendous place for baseball over the years, especially the last 2 months. And right now, embarrassing.
Well, they can't be throwing stuff from the upper deck. You hit somebody else that is in the seats lower, this is going to do some serious damage. You're throwing beer bottles and everything else. But I'll get back to the field real quick. That play, they got the call right. I don't see how you reverse it.
It is not a reviewable play.
It's a
can't go to
judgment
replay.
call.
It's a judgment call, and the umpires all got together, all 6 of them. Dale Scott, the crew chief. John Gibbons looking for an explanation.
Well, the only way I can go back and explain it is the throw is made. So once that ball leaves Russell Martin's hand, that is a throw. And if it hits an object, it hits an object. If he throws, he's going to make a throw. He throws the ball, it's released. And if it hits an object, what if that ball's dropped by Sanchez and the runner comes in? It's the same thing that an umpire has to look at. It's just an unfortunate deal, but that's what happened. I don't think Chu had any intent. He's just getting ready to hit. He's pulling his sleeve up, and the ball hit him. You can see his reaction.
Very strange play. You saw Martin really did not get out of his crouch to throw that ball back.
Now I want to go back to the point of the rule too. With replay and everything else, we've watched when they place runners, right? The importance of Rougned Odor going in and touching home plate awards him home plate. If he does not go home, you can't award him home. But since he touched it, that is the reward that he should get, or award that he gets for that. It goes back to the Chase Utley play. A lot of people wondered, why was Chase Utley allowed to be at second base?
And now somebody's been ejected from the Blue Jays dugout.
I mean, they got to get their players on the field focused in too. I think it might be David Price at the top of the steps. But bottom line is they got the call right.
That's Brett Cecil right there. I'm not sure he was the one who was ejected, but he certainly is carrying on as if he were.
Cecil not on the active roster.
So they didn't lose much.
Except for the torn calf back in game 2.
So why don't you read that rule again?
Well, first, the public address announcer has requested that fans refrain from throwing objects onto the field.
And now they're throwing more.
And folks, some of these bottles are coming from the upper deck.
You got to remove the players.
Ballpark cans as well.
You got to
extremely dangerous.
Take the players off the field. They need a timeout. Take the players off the field.
Well, rule 6.03 that you're referring to, Harold. If the batter interferes with the catcher, the plate umpire shall call interference. The batter is out and the ball is dead. No player may advance on such interference, but as we saw on the replays, that was not the case.
I look at is this normal movement, and he just got himself ready. He's still in the box, getting ready to hit. I still think the key to this play is Rougned Odor comes across and scores.
Think about a Major League Baseball season and how many times a catcher throws the ball back to the pitcher. And in this case, it sends home the tie-breaking run, the 7th inning of a sudden death game.
Now, what they're going to do right now is they're going to go back and actually review it. I guess the umpires have that option to do it. They've been asked. It's too important of a game, I guess, not to, but they'll call back.
Unless they would like to confirm where Odor was.
True.
Down the base path.
But I think this is the right move to do. There's too much at stake in a 2-2 game in the 7th and a game 5 to not make sure you're 100% correct. Time is never called. That's the other thing. Essentially, Chu didn't call time.
No, by the time Dale Scott had called time, Odor was already on his way to the plate.
Right. But this type of play is not listed as far as plays that are subject to review. However, as we said, they could be looking at where exactly Odor was.
Well, I think the enormity of the situation calls for them to go ahead and make the call. There's no problem when they make the call back. For those that don't know, you call back to Chelsea, New York. The supervisors are there watching the games where replays are done from. You get a person who's not emotionally attached to the game right now to give you their perspective. And I think that's very important.
That's Dale Scott, the crew chief on the right.
Well, if they reverse the call, we're going to be here another 30 minutes with Jeff Bannister arguing. But my point here in the beginning was you got two managers that are catchers. It's a crazy play. It is.
Now another element could be the fact that Dale Scott waved his arms so soon and ruled no play.
It was two. He was already scoring.
He seemed to be responding to the movements of the pitcher, Sanchez, who right away said, hey, ball hit his bat. Then you got the timeout, dead ball, and Odor was already on his way to the plate.
So he's going to go and explain to Mr. Gibbons what's going on, too.
So here's manager John Gibbons looking for an explanation from Dale Scott.
I don't think this. He said the batter's in the box still.
He was saying the bat was not in the box. I think that's what they're looking at, whether the bat of Chu was extended beyond the batter's box. His feet were in the box.
Game's under protest. That's what Dale Scott just called.
Well, I'm not sure that's going to do them any good. The rule of a protest is you can only protest a rule that is improperly applied. You cannot protest a judgment call. Let's watch the bat of Chu. To me, that's in the box.
And again, we've referred to Rule 6.03, and another element of that rule, reading from the Major League Rulebook, if the batter is standing in the batter's box and he or his bat is struck by the catcher's throw back to the pitcher, and the umpire's judgment, there is no intent on the part of the batter to interfere with the throw. The ball is alive and in play.
That's exactly what we've been talking about. It's no different in my mind if he throws the ball and it gets all the way to the pitcher and he drops it and it rolls away and the runner scores. Because once the ball's released, it doesn't matter at what point he releases the ball, he still threw it away. The ball's live. The ball's hot. And if Odor's in his natural motion and movements, since Chu, and he's not intentionally interfering, you can't say there was any foul on his part. I know it's hard to hear, but that's the facts and that's the rules.
They're trying to figure out who was thrown out of the game.
Well, I would have volunteered Brett Cecil.
Yeah, somebody not on the roster. I'd raise my hand right away. Yeah, you got me.
An error has been charged to Russell Martin on the throw, which hit Chu's bat, allowing Odor to score.
People got to quit throwing beer cans out of the upper decks. You're hitting people down below.
You know, someone in the first row just got hit by a beer can from the upper deck.
Or from anywhere, not just the upper deck.
Babies down there, little kids. It's sad. Come on, people, let's get it together.
Finally back to live action as Chu fouls off the next pitch from Sanchez following an 18-minute delay.
No.
Well, that was the initial ruling from Scott. Chu strikes out. Rangers have taken the lead in the most bizarre fashion. 7th inning stretch time. They're already standing in Toronto. Bottom of the 7th inning in Toronto. Russell Martin, who was charged with the error which led to the go-ahead run. Martin leads off against Hamels, with the Rangers leading 3-2.
Jeff Bannister will start this inning with his bullpen getting warm after that lengthy delay for his starting pitcher, Cole Hamels.
The delay was 18 minutes after Martin's throw back to the mound. Hit the bat of Chu. There's Stubbs in center, replacing DeShields. Broken back grounder. Andrews could not handle it. Leadoff man on for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 7th.
That's the speed of Russell Martin. Not a lot of catchers run very well. Forces Andrews to hustle. He just misplayed it. He doesn't miss many balls.
Yeah, he just flanked it. He had time. You see, he closed the glove early off the heel. Postseason elimination game. Tension builds.
So an error committed by Andrews. Here's Pilar, who has struck out twice today. Good foul down the left field line.
It's a big error with Andrews right there, because it does. You had Cole Hamels in a nice little roll. He came right back after the delay, and that you get that quick out early. It keeps the crowd out of it. Everything. That was a big error.
Two on Pilar.
Well, and they're going for the juggler right now. You got Justin Smoke out on the on-deck circle, hit for Goins. So they're going to make a move. I thought maybe you might see Pilar moving a little bit, but that's not going to be the case. Moving, meaning move the runner, not the case here. Good rips. I tell you, there's a lot of guys that have really played well, and their stock has gone through the roof. Nobody more than this guy. He's been so impressive.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why from the get-go, that's why he swings the bat. Toronto doesn't really play to manufacture runs, but he's been one of their hotter sticks in the lineup.
We've watched him have some power. We've shown the speed, the great defense, throw. He's done it all in the 4 and almost 5 games now in this series.
The 106th pitch from Cole Hamels.
Well, I think Cole Hamels gets through this as much as he can this inning, and then that's all we're going to see from him. This is going to be a bullpen game the rest of the way out.
He's got Pilar in swing mode right now. He's been pounding that cutter in. I'm very surprised if Hamels shows him anything in the zone.
The left-hander Jake Diekman and the right-hander Sam Dyson in the Texas pen. On the ground to the right side. Everybody's safe.
Oh my. You got the left-handed first baseman. He's got the easy throw for the force. And Moreland just shanked it.
Once again, tension, late innings, postseason elimination game, nothing routine.
Well, what happens here, it allows them to bring Goins back out here to bunt. Andrus almost came up with it. But now you take Justin Smoke back. Look at Russell Martin take the lane out right there. And that takes away a little bit of the angle to throw. And that causes a little bit of a shank, but I think he had already gripped the ball poorly before Russell Martin made his turn.
Two errors in the inning. First Andrus and then Moreland.
And the point is they've taken Justin Smoke back, and now you manufacture. You bring Goins, it leaves Goins in the game to drop the bunt.
Set up nicely for Toronto, as you said. Goins for a bunt, and Revere, their best contact hitter, behind him.
It'd be interesting to see how they try to use the bullpen, because they got Dyckman up. You want him to pitch to Revere if you get to that point. And you have Dyson as well, but then you go to all the right-handed hitters.
Goins 0 for 15 in the series, but he's made some tremendous defensive plays. 2 on, nobody out.
The 7th inning, you'll never forget.
He wants Beltre to field this bunt.
And that's all just to see if Goins is squaring around.
Foul, 0-1.
And you're right, Tom. The execution here is to push that ball third base.
Well, Texas did put the wheel play on. Beltre charges hard. Andrus covers third.
Yeah, but I
could also run a fake wheel play here to try to get the pickoff at second base. Now we'll get a runner from Martin.
Dalton Pompey, the local native.
A lot of teams, once they show that wheel play with the shortstop vacating, they'll have the shortstop break early and move the second baseman in behind on a timed pickoff play. Pompey has to be careful not to leave too soon and cheat.
Even if they have a wheel play on, if you're Goins and you're the bunter, all you got to do is deaden that ball in front of home plate and still bunt it to third base and make them field it. After back-to-back errors, I'd be surprised if they take a gamble to throw and try to get the lead runner.
So Pompey takes his lead off second. Pilar off first. 0-1 to Goins. Bumped it. Beltre goes to third. Bases loaded.
He dropped it. He took great execution. Look at Beltre, the spin, perfect throw, and Andrus just dropped it. He just dropped it.
Three outs. Texas had all 3 outs in this inning in hand. They sit here with none, and the bases loaded.
Andrews has committed 2. Ben Revere with the bases loaded. Infield in. 1-run game. Strike 1.
And that's where Revere's speed comes into play.
Look, if you're Cole Hamels right here, you got to get a strikeout. Ben Revere puts the ball in play. It's a run. So this is where you're looking to get a strikeout, and then hopefully you can get the Donaldson, maybe get through it. If you're Ben Revere, you got to just put the ball in play.
Bounce to the right side. Throw comes home. Out at the plate is Pompey.
You know you're not going to double him up. Now, Bannister's going to say he came out of the lane. He's looking for a double play on the slide from Pompey. With all the catcher rules protecting the catcher, you're going to see the play. Jimenez comes up. He's got a force. But I think Pompey's in the right. You got to take him out. He's still on the plate. He's engaged to the plate. You got to take him out. I thought it was a clean play.
He wants the umpires, Jeff Bannister does, to take a look at this play.
It's a clean slide. If this was at second base, you want to be within being able to touch the base. He's within being able to touch the plate. And now the catcher becomes another infielder for me. It's a double play ball. I'm sorry.
That's the dichotomy between how the middle infield and the plate are treated. Catcher has protection where he cannot be targeted. Middle infielders do not, as long as that runner is within arm's length of the base.
Can you imagine if they call a double play here? Woo!
A wild 7th inning. Go-ahead run scores in the top half on a play that most people here at Rogers Center have never seen before. And now in the bottom half of the inning, 3 errors committed by the Texas Rangers.
You know, again, we got two former catchers managing. And looking at Gibbons' reaction in the dugout, I think he was kind of like, we may not get this call our direction.
One more look from above.
He's got to take him out. I think they're going to, this call's going to stay where it's at. And so are we. And I know you are at home.
When we come back, bases loaded, 1 out, Donaldson to the plate.
Is struck by the catcher's throw back to the pitcher, and in the umpire's judgment there is no intent on the part of the batter to interfere with the throw, then the ball is alive and in play. Now, people wondering why was there a review there? There's an explanation for that as well. The umpires on the field called for a crew chief review of a rules check that was prior to the protest from John Gibbons.
All right, thanks very much, Ken. Bases loaded, 1 out. Sam Dyson on to face Josh Donaldson. A right-hander out of the Rangers pen, ball 1.
And all the Rangers are doing right here, trying to look to get a double play ball.
That's going to be difficult for the middle infielders because Revere has a tremendous lead at first and will be on top of the middle infielders very quickly, trying to turn 2.
These are the moments that you look for if you're Josh Donaldson. You're sitting 2-0. It's the clincher. Texas has had a bad inning, and they got to come to you right now. Del Scott's had a tough inning, but he's got the calls right. He really has. The slide right there and the ball off the bat.
The 2-0 of Bloom. Over the glove of Verdua. Paloma scores. And the Rangers get the out at second.
Boy, they got the force at second, but that shows you how strong Donaldson is. But I don't know why Verdua didn't turn and run and get it. That's one of those balls that fooled you.
Exactly right. It fooled him. And Revere turns his back on the baseball, so he's not able to get to second base. Here's the ball directly over his head, backpedaling, but just beyond him, and recovers in time for the force at second base.
But on Revere's point, he's got a huge lead where he's at right there. If Verdua catches it, he's thinking I'm doubled up. That's why he's going back, because that's a ball you think he's going to catch.
What next?
What an inning. We are tied at 3. Dyson 2, Bautista.
Are we tied? Oh my goodness. Oh, what a game, huh?
What an inning. The 7th inning to this point has taken 40 minutes.
Incredible.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
If you look at the Rangers, they've had 5 outs in this inning already. Got the one at the plate, got the one at second. They've had 6 basically. They kicked 3.
And the scoreboard only says 2.
Donaldson driving in the tying run on a fielder's choice. After the Rangers took the lead in bizarre fashion in the top half. The 1-1 from Dyson. Bautista with a drive. Deep left field. No doubt about it.
For so long, and it's going to burn you. No doubt about it. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Encarnacion and Dyson are having words. It looked like Encarnacion was trying to,
which is ridiculous.
well, he was waiting to the crowd to stop throwing things, and then Dyson came in from the mound.
Well, Dyson was in no mood for anything after not just the home run, but Bautista admiring the blast.
Admired the blast the whole time, but also this has just been a crazy half inning. Emotions are at the all-time high. But as I was watching this, the first thing, look, everybody's calling for Bautista to come out for a curtain call. So if you're Dyson, that's what you're seeing. Bautista is trying to tell the fans, quit throwing things on the field. Encarnacion, I mean.
As we saw from other Blue Jays earlier, he's trying to get the crowd to calm down.
Quit throwing stuff. That's what he's doing. Calm down. Because they're the game has already been delayed. That's why you kept seeing so many replays.
And there's Dyson. He took exception. He did not realize what Encarnacion was doing as far as calming down the crowd.
Yeah, it looks to him like he's saying, yes, more. And that's not what he's doing. Look, what you did not see is there are people running on the field in the outfield. There's beer cans chucked everywhere. They've got bottles. I mean, they've got baskets of garbage in the right field corner that the grounds crew's picking up. This is the scene that's going on that Encarnacion was telling people, calm down.
Can't recall another baseball game where emotions ran so high, both sides and in the stands.
Remember, the dugouts and bullpens had emptied in game 2 of this series here in Toronto.
Well, I know Bautista hit a bomb, and it's a big one. But if I'm on the other side, that's got to hurt.
Absolutely.
It just does.
Especially the way this inning unfolded. You could see the tension in the way the Rangers kept mishandling the baseball.
But what a 7th inning. One you will never forget. You'll be talking about where you were when it happened.
Top of the 7th, the Rangers took a 3-2 lead.
And the Rangers are asking for somebody to be thrown out of the stands. And that's the exception that you're seeing.
Let's head down to the field. Check in again with Ken Rosenthal. Ken.
Guys, right before that melee started, or near melee, the Rangers were gesturing toward that very area. Jeff Bannister, very animated. A fan must have done something. They want a fan from that area ejected, if not more than one fan.
We've seen more police presence now around the perimeter field, moving into the bullpen of the Texas Rangers. And there's Jeff Bannister pointing out someone he once identified to security officials.
So hopefully security will take care of it. There's the Texas bullpen.
Well, they've had to bring security back on the field.
There's the drive by Bautista. 3-run shot. Second home run of the last 2 innings by the Blue Jays.
What in a crazy half. Bautista's starting to heat up. He's missed some balls on the inside. He got the base hit earlier.
Watch Russell Martin right here. Yes.
Russell Martin, who committed the error, the throw, which hit off the bat of Chu. Martin was pinch run for earlier in this inning.
I really think they should just take the players off the field for a minute to calm this place down. It's been out of control. And the only way you get that control back is you call timeout and then make an announcement. It's not a safe environment to have players on the field right now. Not when people are chucking beer cans from the third deck. Now let's go back to baseball real quick. It starts with this error right here.
That's one out.
Then here's the second out. The bad throw by Moreland. The short hop to Andrus can't handle it. And then they get the bunt play. The right bunt play on. Get the throw, clanks it. And now you sit bases loaded with no outs.
3 routine plays.
There's Cole Hamels, the Rangers starter. Encarnacion homered way back in the 6th inning. Way back. About an hour ago.
Man alive.
That tied the game at 2. And then a 7th inning that we will never forget.
Well, you got Encarnacion hit a home run. You got Donaldson with a bloop. And you got Bautista with a 3-run homer. When that happens for the Jays, that's hard to beat.
The 3 Jays who combined for 120 home runs. And and well over 300 runs batted in during the regular season. Jeff Bannister's Rangers won the first 2 games of this series here in Toronto. Blue Jays won the last 2 games when facing elimination, something that Toronto had never done in the history of the franchise. Encarnacion on at first. The inning continues.
Well, other than Bautista's home run, death by 1,000 paper cuts. This offense here in the 7th inning.
I don't think I've ever seen an inning like this. Never.
Colabello, the 8th Blue Jay to bat here in the 7th. Base hit right field. Encarnacion to second.
What an inning that the Blue Jays had to come back from. Think about the emotional roller coaster they were on.
Well, I think too about the emotional roller coaster of Dyson. You know, brought into this game as a sinker ball pitcher. We talked about defending the home run of the Blue Jays. It was the right choice. A guy who had not allowed a home run as a Ranger to a right-handed batter. Well, Bautista changed that history. And the emotional roller coaster, well, it's hit bottom right now for Dyson.
But he's got one more out to get. Got to get it. I tell you what, the Blue Jays, though, to fight back the way they did, the emotional roller coaster that Russell Martin went through, you throw a ball back, you'll never see that in a million throws back to the pitcher. Hits the bat and ricochets off. And the play was called correctly. And for them to come back and be able to put these points on the board and take the lead in this crazy half inning, this crazy inning, I should say, it's amazing.
Sam Dyson, a former Blue Jay, pitched in 2 games for Toronto back in 2012. Got into it with his former teammate Encarnacion earlier, following the Bautista home run.
Funny thing is, he and Marcus Stroman played double-A ball together, and he actually taught Stroman his sinker.
Wow. Tulowitzki 0 for 3. 2 on, 2 out.
This entire ballpark, most of it, 90% of it, they're on their feet still.
As crazy as this inning has been, they were 1 pitch away from getting out of it even after 3 errors. So you've got to give the Blue Jays some credit. You make that many mistakes and an opportunity for an offense to get going like this, you're going to get burned. But somebody had to deliver. And they came up with some big hits to do it. He got lost, didn't he?
A 3-1 from Dyson. Popped up. Foul territory. A 53-minute inning finally comes to an end. Hamels knocked out of the game. A crazy play in the top half. The throw from Martin hits the bat of Chu. Odor scores. Rangers took a 3-2 lead. But then after 3 Texas errors, Bautista goes deep, and now the dugouts have emptied again.
thing's not close to being over. You know, after the pop-up to Tulowitzki, Dyson came up from behind him and just gave him one of those gestures like, hey, just a friendly gesture. I thought Tulo took exception to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the emotions that Dyson has gone through in this inning have boiled over. The frustration apparent in the exchange between Dyson and Tulowitzki is what
Here's what happened.
both
Dyson
benches
just gave him
back on the
a
field.
little tap, said, hey, man, it's over. He's like, why are you touching me? And the next thing you know, it goes to another level. So here it is, Dyson, the inning's over. And Tulo's like, hey, man, we're fighting against each other. I'm not your pal right now.
What an inning. What a game. What a series. Finally, the 8th inning. Prince Fielder leads off for the Rangers, who now trail by 3. Justin Smoke now at first base for the Jays. And behind the plate, Gianna Navarro. Fielder fouls one off down the left field line. 1-1. Following a 53-minute 7th inning. Bottom of the inning took 30. So Sanchez back on the mound after a long delay. We've seen the dugouts empty twice. One of the craziest plays you'll ever see in the top of the 7th, and then that man, Jose Bautista, went deep. While Sam Dyson giving the Jays a 6-3 lead, and now Fielder leads off the 8th with a base hit to left field. Well, a tremendous day of postseason action continues next here on FS1 with another winner-take-all Game 5. It's the Astros and the Royals with a trip to the ALCS on the line. And then tomorrow, Game 5 from Dodger Stadium. Mets and Dodgers on TBS.
You never know what's going to happen. Wow.
This is the first ever winner-take-all game played here at Rogers Center. Blue Jays had an ALCS Game 7 against Kansas City back in '85 at Exhibition Stadium. For the Rangers, it's their 3rd winner-take-all game in a series. They split the previous 2.
Don't forget, too, chances to clinch series in the postseason. Texas franchise 4-8. They were 3 routine plays away from being 6 outs away from the ALCS.
They committed 3 errors in the bottom of the 7th inning. Beltre up the middle, diving stop by Goins. Tulowitzki the turn, and the throw gets away from Smoke.
Tulo does that spin a lot. What a play by Goins. The difference with Tulo spinning and the play you saw in New York with Tejada and Utley is you got Prince Fielder running. So watch Tulo get this. He knows who's running, and by the time he gets his feet turned around, he's not going to get hit.
Boy, another beautiful play by Goins. Such great first step quickness, the range. Turn a hit into an out.
A lot of folks talk about he deserves a Gold Glove at second base in the American League. We've seen a lot of it. He's flashing the leather. But watch Tulo here when he pirouettes. He's set. Prince isn't even in the picture.
So now Beltre on at first with 1 out. Wallen 0 for 13 in the series.
You know how big that play was? We're looking at first and second. No outs, and you're going to a couple guys that got some thunder coming up, and Moreland and Josh Hamilton.
As potential tying runs. Now Sanchez, the sinker ball pitcher, 1 pitch away from getting off the field.
This umpiring crew is not liked too well here tonight, but they've made the calls right.
Well, remember, too, no left-handed reliever available for Toronto. Moreland in box, Josh Hamilton on deck.
There's David Price. Brett Cecil to his right, injured earlier in the series.
We were thinking Brett Cecil was the guy that got tossed, so clearly he was not the player that got tossed out. Enjoying the scene. The calf muscle kept him on. He got hurt on a ground ball, on a rundown actually, as he was defending.
We are told it was Mark Burley who was ejected for coming out on the field because he is not on the postseason roster.
He's come out 3 times, and so they kicked him out.
The 3-1 to Moreland. Missing away, 1st and 2nd for the Rangers with 1 out here in the 8th. Today's telecast is sponsored by the Quesarito and Volcano Quesarito Big Boxes. Grab them at Taco Bell. By Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. And by Esurance, the official sponsor of Major League Baseball. John Gibbons out to the mound.
Closing time comes early.
That will be all for Aaron Sanchez. 20-year-old Roberto Osuna. 20 saves during the regular season, comes on with 1 out in the 8th. The Texas Rangers, who had a 2-0 lead in this game, they led 3-2. Shin-Soo Choo with a homer in the 3rd inning. 2 hits for Odor. 2 on, 1 out. Potential time run at the plate as the 20-year-old Osuna gets set to face Hamilton, who he struck out in game 2.
This is most dangerous pitch right here, though. That first pitch to Josh Hamilton. Do him a breakable. If that was a fastball, he was coming out of his shoes.
Yeah, that was the slider. His best pitch to neutralize lefties. A great changeup.
Hamilton doubled his last time up. Fell off to the right side, 0-2. Osuna, 1 of his 20 saves this season. Of at least 5 outs. A 6-out save back in June in Tampa. That was his first career save.
Look, I like the move. You go with your guy right here. It's the best you got coming out of that pen. Go get it, big boy. It's yours.
The 0-2 to Hamilton high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
John Gibbons had no choice. Talked about no left-handed relievers, and Sanchez had faced 4 left-handed hitters in this game. Retired only 1 of them.
Osuna with Andrews on deck. Osuna, the youngest player in Major League Baseball. Born in 1995.
This kid's got a loose arm bringing it. This is the time of year. I mean, if this was back Mariano Rivera, you think he isn't coming in right now? Shut this down for your club. You go get your guy.
2 show fastballs. See if he goes back soft right here.
2-2 to Hamilton. He got a piece of it.
I think he's doing him a favor right there, throwing a 90-mile-an-hour changeup. When you're throwing 97 and you come back and your changeup's 90.
Yeah, that's the slider there. He hasn't shown the changeup yet.
Yeah, a little bit of a slide.
I think he wanted to backdoor that one and actually leaked over the plate.
I'll tell you what, for a tough game, Del Scott's been on his game. This ball's away. It's a good call, no call. Down.
Great take by Josh Hamilton.
Payoff pitch from Osuna.
That was beautiful. Here it is. Power against power. Let's go back and take a look at how he was able to put away Josh Hamilton right there. The young man comes in out of the pin. He gets a little slider right there. Comes back with another breaking ball. Right here, you're wasting pitches. Up and away. Another one up. And then he's going to come back with this slider right there. Fastball down. That's the one he wanted it. And then he said, here it is. I'm coming after you. Power against power. Let's reach back and go get it. Wow.
Osuna strikes out Hamilton for the second time in this series. Here's Andrus with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 against Osuna in the ALDS. Foul back, 1-1.
20 years old and the kid gives away nothing. In a game that has gone absolutely haywire. People losing emotions. And now in the hands of a 20-year-old kid. Looks like he's playing ball on a Saturday morning.
Looking to become the second youngest pitcher in baseball history to record a postseason save. Don Gullett was 19 when he recorded a save back in 1970.
Every pitch with a purpose. And this is the other part about having Navarro in the game now, guiding him through the 2 catchers that have caught him most of the year, Russell Martin and now Navarro in the game, following their lead. Never shaken off, going with what they feel that he should throw.
A 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elvis Andrus at the plate, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Rangers took a 3-2 lead at the top of the 7th on a wild play, and then the Blue Jays would answer, playing the game under protest with 4 in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-2.
That's a good conversation right here. A little break it up. We're going to change our signs. And that's exactly what this conversation is. It's not necessarily how do you feel, what do you want to throw. It's they're changing their signs. Look at, a lot of times when you have a veteran player like an Adrian Beltre sitting out at second base for as long as he's been out there, you guard against the tipping of the sign.
Game 5, Astros-Royals up next.
Well, if it's anything like this, they're in for a treat.
Following their wild game 4, the comeback by Kansas City, down 4 runs in the 8th.
Run that bat by Elvis Andrus. I think you can't sit here and try to throw fastballs by him. You got to mix in a wrinkle.
I think that's the conversation. Elvis is having a great at bat, but seeing the same speed every pitch. The danger is, of course, the slider. If it's hung, it goes a long way.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat. Osuna runs the ball. We head to the bottom of the 8th in Toronto. Blue Jays by 3. Be part of the biggest 7th inning stretch. Post your photos and videos with hashtag the Big 7th and hashtag contest for a chance to win tickets to World Series 4. Gianna Navarro leads off for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 8th inning against Jake Diekman, making his 4th appearance of this series. Came over in the deal with Cole Hamels at the deadline from Philadelphia.
Remember, they pinch ran Dalton Pompey for Russell Martin. And that's how Navarro got in the game. They were keeping the score at home.
Blue Jays sent 9 men to the plate in the 7th inning. They scored 4 runs on 3 hits and 3 Texas errors.
Wow. I mean, that's what hurts. Home runs are things like that. Errors are going to happen as part of the game, but man, those are the things you think about in the offseason. That will eat you up.
The first 3 Blue Jays reached on errors in the 7th, 2 committed by Elvis Andrus, who struck out to end the top half of the 8th inning as well.
But Bautista's blow made them pay. They're still close to wiggling out. And I'm telling you, that was one of the all-time playoff, I'm going to watch my bomb.
Center field, Stubbs. 1 out.
You talk about ice water in the veins of Osuna. What an unbelievable pitch. He did go to the slider and executed perfectly off the black. That's a lot of excitement from John Gibbons right there. That's as much as you'll get from John Gibbons.
John Gibbons is one cool customer, man.
He really is.
He is one cool cat.
John Gibbons, who last participated in a postseason series in the major leagues in 1986 when he was the bullpen catcher for the New York Mets.
What happened in '86?
Game 6 was a fairly wild game. World Series.
And while all that was going on, that crazy inning in '86, what was John Gibbons doing? He was catching Dwight Gooden in the bullpen.
With horses in the bullpen at Shea Stadium with him, protecting people from going on the field in the event of Boston winning. So Dwight was popping the mitt in the bullpen, and every time he popped the mitt, the horses would jump.
So John
that
Gibbons,
was not an easy bullpen session.
John Gibbons, in a way, a part of that inning and the 7th inning in this game. As Pilar flies out to Stubbs, 2 away. Well, T-Mobile wants fans to share their passion, be part of the biggest 7th inning stretch. Post your photos and videos with hashtag the Big 7th and hashtag contest for a chance to win tickets to World Series Game 4.
Tell you guys, before the game, we were asking Jeff Bannister, what do you need for Cole today?
And what was his answer?
We get 4 runs. We're good. They had their defense in.
Goins fouls out to Andrus to end the inning. We head to the 9th in Game 5. Odor, Jimenez, Stubbs due up for Texas. We head to the 9th. Blue Jays with 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th to take the lead. And now Roberto Osuna, who struck out Hamilton and Andrus to end the 8th, will try and close things out. Facing Odor leading off for the Rangers. Here in the top of the 9th inning, he has 2 hits today.
And this kid has been incredible too. Talking about Osuna, the series that Odor has had, amazing.
Only 2 teams in the history of the division series out of 29 have lost the first 2 games at home and come back to win the series. The 2001 Yankees over Oakland, 2012 Giants over the Reds. Cole Hamel started the game for Texas. 1 and 2 on Odor.
Yeah, Odor's got to think smaller here now. Gave himself 1 big swing. Now it's survival time.
Rangers trail by 3. Mike Napoli in the on-deck circle to pinch hit. Today's Bank of America play of the game. We take you back to the bottom of the 7th inning. Jose Bautista, his 2nd home run of this series. Broke open a tie game. Gave the Blue Jays a 6-3 advantage.
That was just dirty. That's one of the nastiest bat flips you'll ever see. It almost looked like he was staring into the camera. He stood there, take a picture, then flipped it. Wow.
That's the baseball equivalent. In basketball, it's posterizing your opponent.
You ain't lying.
Wow.
Over 49,000 on their feet here in Toronto. The 1-2 from Osuna. Fouled off to the left side.
Yeah, and how great a hitter this kid's going to be. He doesn't even know what he's doing yet. As far as setting up guys, being able to see through the league and everything, he's just letting it rip. His hand-eye coordination. When he really starts to put it all together, we're looking at a guy that's going to hit 25 homers and hit about 320, 330.
By Goins for out number 1.
Took a little off of this. Got him out in front. That's why you heard that funny sound. Sounds like he broke the bat. Got him to reach on something.
I got him on the changeup. Mr. Defense today has been Ryan Goins.
He can pick it.
So Osuna has retired all 3 batters he has faced. Mike Napoli. The pitch hit for Jimenez. The Blue Jays have not won a postseason game at home since October of '93. You may have heard about Joe Carter. They lost the first 2 of this series here at Rogers Center, and then won 2 games down at Arlington, Texas. 1-1.
Keeps looking at his finger there. I'm wondering if he's got a development of blister. That ball's flying off his fingers. 97 every pitch.
2-1.
I'm wondering if he's got a pulse.
So he keeps looking at
it again. Yeah.
I'm telling you that. That's not good.
A 2-1. And Napoli drives this one into the left field corner. Foul ball.
I think that was fair. Napoli's saying I think it's fair.
Call made by the left field umpire Alfonso Marquez.
Foul ball. Not much room down there, but it found the foul territory.
Tell you got to give credit where credit's due. This umpiring crew, for the 5 games we've had them, have been really good. They've been good around the plate, on the bases, and some controversial calls today. They nailed them without the review.
Well, I like the way they've worked together as a team. Getting together, no egos in the way. Get it right, job one. They've done that.
And had to keep the peace on 3 brawls in this series. Osuna keeps looking at that finger. He's just gutting through it right now, but he's throwing it all. The changeup, the slider, 96, 97 on the fastball.
Texas Rangers down to their final out. Will Venable to pinch hit. 93 wins for the Jays during the regular season.
He gets this final out, the roof is going to blow off this place. My goodness.
The 1-1.
He's just reaching back, straight cheddar. Here it is. I'm bringing it.
There were no camera phones back in '93.
Off the plate.
There was no Roberto Osuna back in 1993.
I tell you, man, I got to give Dale Scott some props. You know how tough that is not to call that pitch right there?
Backdoor slider off the plate.
Tell you what, the Rangers didn't die, though. Every at-bat this half inning. Odor's at-bat was a good at-bat. Napoli just missed the double down the line. So did Odor down the right field line. Venables battled 3-2, getting good swings. It made it work.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat to Venable. The Blue Jays are headed to the American League Championship Series. Bautista with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 7th inning to send the Blue Jays to their first ALCS since 1993. A wild game. It took 3 hours, 37 minutes, including a 43-minute inning and then a 53-minute 7th inning that will go down in baseball history.
I've seen postseason games with beanball wars. I've seen postseason games with a fight in the bullpen in Fenway Park. I've seen a brawl between the Yankees and the Red Sox, but I've never seen the kind of raw emotion of the game like we saw today.
As the Blue Jays celebrate, down to the field, Ken.
Jose. Joe Carter once hit a really big home run here. You know all about it. I'm sure you've dreamed of hitting a home run like that. What was that feeling like at that moment?
Obviously, that home run was different. It's a walk-off, and it was in the World Series. And I can only hope that I get that same opportunity. But right now, we moved on. That was obviously a good result to that at bat. I was looking for something up. I know he throws hard and a lot of sinkers. I swung the first one down. I just said, see it up, and I put a great swing on it, and it felt great. I'm still enjoying it.
On the scale of all the games you've ever played, where did this one rank in intensity?
Intensity and emotion. It's the most emotionally charged game that I've ever played. So many mood swings. We took the lead and we lost it, and all the stuff that was going on. Bottom line is we came out on top and we got to enjoy the victory and move on.
Now you had an epic bat flip. Was that the emotion of the moment of what had happened in the top half just taking over?
It's just the whole game. It's a big game. It's a do-or-die game on a tight series. Winner, obviously advances. I don't mean any disrespect whenever I do anything like that, and I certainly didn't plan it. It was just a moment. I felt it, and I did it, and I'm just glad I was able to help out the team in that moment.
Jose, thank you very much. Kenny, back to you.
Thanks very much, Ken. Jose Bautista, who once played for 4 teams in a season, is the hero. And then Osuna closes things out for the Jays.
So just an incredible game. The intensity and the controversy. We're never going to see another game like this.
This was a team that completely remade itself late in the year to be playoff caliber with trades. But today, you saw some homegrown players rise in the big moments. Ryan Gomes with great plays at second base and treating the end of the game to Aaron Sanchez and Roberto Osuna. Youngsters who grew up a lot in Game 5.
The Blue Jays continue to celebrate as they move on to the ALCS. Russell Martin, who has had more postseason at-bats than any other Canadian-born baseball player in Major League history, is with Ken.
Russell, this isn't just Toronto's team. This isn't just Toronto's team. This is Canada's team. You, of course, are Canadian. What was it like to win in front of this crowd?
I mean, you can hear it right now. I can barely hear you. You're standing right next to me. Unbelievable feeling. I mean, unbelievable energy from the fans. This is awesome. I mean, words can't describe the feelings that are inside me right now.
That crazy play in the top of the 7th when Odor scored the run. How did you see it?
I really didn't see. I didn't see his hand out there. I just, caught the ball, throw it back very casually, and it hit his bat. And then next thing you know, run scores. It's never happened in my life before, so. I don't really know what the rule is and all that stuff. He was in the box. I mean, it's just one of those moments. And it created, an opportunity for us to do something special. Jose, the hero, my college teammate, picking me up right there. Unbelievable, man.
How much did that moment energize the team? How much did things change for you?
I mean, you can either... There's two ways you can go about it. You can feel sorry for yourself, or you can just go ahead and try and do something about it. And we did something about it. They made a couple mistakes, and we capitalized on that. And that's pretty much the game.
Russell, congratulations. Thank you very much. Kenny, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Ken. All right, Dickey celebrating his first trip to the postseason. What a game. What a series. For Harold and Tom and Ken, our entire crew, this is Kenny coming up. After this break, we'll send it to our studio in Los Angeles for more post-game coverage.